Yes, my people, welcome back. Incognito podcast with TT,
PH,
AS, Common, and we're back again for another podcast episode.
yes sir.
I'm saying lit content, you know what we do on this channel.
It's per usual.
Road to 1K, like,
On
comment,
the up.
subscribe. Stay tuned for that giveaway.
Stay tuned.
But yeah, how's everyone feeling, man?
Gucci man.
How's the week going?
The rain has stopped.
So far so good.
It's sunny today, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, the
Good
weather's been nice.
For once, I don't know.
No cap, because over the weekend it was bipolar, fam.
Especially last week.
In my ends.
The rain absolutely floods, bro. I don't know about you lot's ends, but my ends, streets are flooded.
Yeah, you sent my snaps, and
Bro,
for
crazy.
you guys as well.
You know when I see videos of floods in London, I keep thinking they're fake, fam.
Yeah, because there's nothing outside my window.
That's what I'm saying, like, how
Yeah,
the
it hits
fuck?
certain areas.
It's
and
2021 and there's floods in London, bro. With all the money these lot have, they're trying to tell me they can't.
How does that have anything to do with money? That's just
It's
natural.
the drainage
weather.
system that's fucked. That's why,
Yes.
you get me?
Oh,
It's got to do with the drainage.
That's a good point. But yeah, people in UK, let us know if you can relate as well in the comments, because it was moving mad in all areas, isn't it? The weather
There are
changed.
a lot, quite a lot of areas still.
Bro, again, climate change is real.
Trust me.
Climate change is real, you man.
I said one day, bro, we're having like four weathers in four seasons in one day.
It's global warming, mate. It's coming to an end, mate.
Bro, you man seen what's been happening in Turkey and
Bro, the
Greece?
wildfires, bro, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Talking
Right,
about
but
tire stuff.
It started raining though.
No,
It was raining first time in 2 weeks
Tire graveyard.
over there.
in Turkey, yeah.
Lucky them, man.
But I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard a lot of the fires are man-made. Like people started them
Why
purposely.
the fuck would they do
I
that,
don't
bro?
know, that is
These
crazy.
men are
Bro,
bored, fam.
they-
This is why they need to stop lockdown, fam, so people can go out and
They're
do
literally
something.
destroying the ecosystem, fam. Like, bro.
It's crazy.
Right, that's
People
crazy.
died as well, innit? People died,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
sure it is.
It's mad, it's
They
mad.
lost
But
their properties, they lost, bro.
That's
It's
mad, fam. That's mad. But hey, yeah, man. Before the camera came on, you were saying something, a little story or something. So might as well just touch on that. This topic.
Like that, we're just gonna hit off it straight.
Hmm?
We're just gonna go straight into it, yeah?
Straight. Yeah,
No smooth transition with
Hey.
TT, fam. Man goes straight to the.
yeah, that's it. Straight to the
point.
nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? So,
Alright then,
if you want to hear the topic of the day, it will explain it.
So obviously I had a chat with a man the other day. We had a good discussion. And the topic was about not to judge people by their appearances. So me personally, I believe appearance matters. No matter where you are, and you know what I'm saying, like, to an extent, they do.
Nah, it does, man. Like,
To an extent, like, I'm not saying appearances are everything, nah, but appearances do matter, and I'll get into why. So I was saying that to them, and they were telling me you shouldn't really judge people because of their appearances. So they gave me an example of there was homeless. There was a shout to my guy. Obviously, he knows who he is. He told me the story. So
hey, big up, man.
he told me there was one guy. He was caked. He had money. He was bread. He was successful. He was doing well for himself. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, good business, good everything. He was bringing in a lot of peace.
It was winning.
He was winning, yeah, he was winning. He was doing well. In the eyes of many people, he was winning. Then his wife apparently decided, you know what I'm saying, she felt a type of way. She must have thought, you know what, I want what he has, like all of it. So she decided to set him up.
What a dirty little woman, man.
And let me tell you how
That's crazy,
Let
man.
me tell you how she set him up. She gets one girl, like a young girl, underage girl, and tells her, listen, I need to set him up. I need you to set him up. So say like he does stuff with you, basically. So with the underage
Sexual
girl,
stuff,
yeah,
basically.
sexual stuff, exactly. And
Crazy.
so yeah, then
That's
obviously,
not something to lie about.
yeah. So and she even paid the girl. She said, obviously, I'm gonna pay you this, that, and the other. So they knew.
She probably paid her using mama's money.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying.
Probably
Crazy.
you'll have a percentage of the money I get after the lawsuit or whatever from.
And so the accusation went out that he done stuff with this young girl, and then it started circulating around, you know what I'm saying, the family everywhere. And it got to obviously reached his workplace and stuff, and that destroyed his credibility, his reputation was all gone because obviously
Of course.
an accusation like that.
Yeah.
Her life is
Yeah,
full
you're
of
cancelled.
shit.
You're cancelled instantly.
That's the worst accusation.
Facts.
you could-
Known to man, like related to any man.
His whole family believed the wife as well. They believe the
Yeah,
word.
that's a bit messed up, bro.
So yeah, and then obviously he became a whole. Obviously he lost everything.
You
He
can't
couldn't
really
even
do
sign on
that.
to benefits because he was making a certain amount. He didn't even have no home, nothing. He couldn't do nothing. So he ended up on the streets and became a crackhead pretty much because he got introduced to all this heroin and stuff. He became addicted.
Needles and
His life just went all the way down, fam. It was just peak.
That's
So
mad.
Or did you get
Nah,
justice at
I-
the end or no?
I didn't.
Was he still trying to get?
I think he's
justice?
still, in a very
That's
bad
crazy.
place.
Because
what
that's
if,
the thing, like,
what if, yeah, Mama was just
I've
high and made up the story?
Huh?
What if Mama was just a normal crackhead and just high and just made up the story?
No,
But, I'm playing, but I'm saying, what if?
Yeah, no, but
Devil's advocate.
true, but this is a story where
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
quite known apparently
Yeah.
within a certain area. So, which I affirm when I heard that I was like, right, and he was basically telling me, look, obviously when people look at homeless people, especially like crack addicts and that, you look at them as a scum of the earth, like they've got nothing to their name, they've got their no one.
That's what I'm
basically.
saying.
And then obviously they're saying that he was saying that, see, don't say because you see him in this type of way, you don't know who he was. You wouldn't have known he was this person, that happened to him. So everyone has a situation, everyone has something. In. I said true, and then we related it back to how like a lot
Appearance.
of appearances, especially with girls who move like
Girls who dress a certain way.
a certain type of way, exactly.
Alluring or what?
Like revealing, very revealing, showing the body and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So I said, look, like it's peak, but the thing is here, this is the facts. The facts are, if you look like a certain type of way, I'm gonna perceive you as a certain type of way.
Facts.
If you dress and look like a hoe and act like a hoe, then I'll believe you to be a hoe. That's the truth.
That's fair.
So I'm saying,
sense, innit?
it makes sense because at the end of the day, you know, I said to him, I said, I understand your point. You're making good points, and not obviously it's not always that. It's not always like that. But I said to them, imagine you were to land the interview in an investment banking firm, like a big boy one. You've done everything. Say you're the top, you know what I'm saying, you're the top of the class.
Top dog.
Yeah, you're the top dog. Like you're the best
HSBC.
contender out of thousands. Boom. Imagine you turn up. I said to them, would you turn up in your pajamas? Would you turn up to that interview in your
Hell no.
pajamas?
Hell no.
They were like, nah, you mad. I have to be
That's what I'm
presentable.
trying
I
to do the
said,
job.
exactly. Why? Because appearance matters. Instinctively,
First
they know.
impression as well.
Exactly,
Right.
first impression.
Mm.
Like, few seconds, apparently it's a few seconds, and people will make an assumption about you. And be like,
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
They'll say,
No.
your appearance, they'll say, I wouldn't turn up to that firm in my pajamas. Even if I was the best candidate there and I turn up in my pajamas, don't tell me get lost.
No,
They won't care.
To be honest, like, it's good you explained it now, innit?
Yeah.
And from what you've been saying, what I would say is everyone judge everyone subconsciously.
Yes, of course.
Like it's even like a survival instinct. It's normal for you to see someone and then your mind goes off thinking, oh, is he a threat? Is he like instantly your mind does it subconsciously anyways. But I think what you're trying to say is a case where you can judge someone but don't form an assumption around them immediately in it because you could be homeless, but like you said, you could have a story.
One of them have a story
So
behind them.
exactly, so it's a
No.
case where cool, he does look bummy, and he could be, you know, dodgy, but at the same time, you never know. He could,
Basically,
Be
you
a
have to be
genuine
open,
person.
You have to
So,
be
yeah.
open-minded about everyone, innit?
yeah,
So
that's the
they
best
might
way to
have a
say it.
certain type of appearance, but always,
Be open-minded.
be open-minded and not ask yourself, but tell yourself that there could be a history behind it.
Facts.
A history which would maybe change the whole aspects of the situation, the whole context of the situation. And then, same way when you see a girl who's dressed up like a hoe, you automatically think she's a hoe, innit? But who knows? Maybe she's been through some shit in her childhood. Maybe it was because of how she was raised, trauma or whatnot. You get me? So everyone has reasons for acting the way they do and dressing up the way they do, and just appearing to be who they are, innit? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said I
So-
agree to an extent because I understand some people can go through their stuff here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, look, respect is respect. The way you act is how you're gonna be judged, regardless of whether
Facts.
what you've gone through. That's the facts. No matter what you've gone through in life, whether you've been through something
Yeah, for
traumatic,
sure,
God
for
forbid,
sure.
How
whether
you
you've been
act, how you carry
you know what I'm
yourself.
saying? How you carry yourself
Yeah,
and how you are and how you act. That's how you're gonna get judged.
Yeah,
Like,
because really and
that's
truly,
the
no
truth.
one cares about your history. Fam.
Exactly.
Your
No one
past.
really cares. If
We'll
you
take we'll take you as you are now, innit? You
Facts.
get me?
Exactly.
We won't,
Facts.
we won't try thinking unless
The
really,
hardest truth, but it is what it
like,
is.
that, you get what I'm saying?
the
Most
God
people will
honest
just judge you based on what they see in it. They don't they won't ask themselves about your history. No one's got time for that nowadays, bro.
Facts, bro. It's like survival instinct. But basically, what I say is like, don't assume innit? Like, until you have actually been to talk to the person, you never know. So, don't assume. Just be open minded, like PH said. But yeah, that's what he's saying on this issue, though.
What was that? Yeah, that's right.
Never judge.
As you
a book by its
know,
cover.
as you know, was saying, as
Hey,
A was saying before, you're gonna get like no matter who you are, you're gonna get judged. And as PH said, no one has the thought to think about what you did like prior to get into that position you are in right now. Everyone's gonna see it for face value.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, even like talking about homeless people, the majority of them were not born in the streets. They went through a situation which caused them to
Facts,
derail and start using hardcore drugs, etc.
No, but really and
Like an
truly,
escape.
we're always. I don't think this judging is natural. I think
That's what I'm
You
saying.
have to,
Everyone's gonna get
yeah, you have to judge,
subconsciously,
even when you're making a decision. Whether it's got
Life
to
is
do-
based on decisions. yeah.
exactly.
100%.
When you're taking a decision, you're basically judging, innit? You're basically judging two decisions and picking whichever one's best, innit? So, yeah, like, judging is cool, but only to a certain extent. Like you were saying, you can obviously analyze situations and analyze people, but it doesn't mean that you need to maybe act a way towards them just based on their appearance, innit? Because at the end of the day, it's about your character. So you may look like something, and obviously that's gonna give you an idea of who that person is,
it can throw
but you
off.
won't truly know until you
Until
speak
you
to
know,
that person,
exactly.
innit? So yeah, man, appearance is very important,
Facts.
man. Like, make sure you look presentable, innit? 'Cause
Carry yourself how you want to be
Yeah.
perceived. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
literally the first what's the word?
That's what everyone sees. That's the first sight.
First
innit?
thing.
Exactly. That's the
That's
first thing
Before
that
you even
says
open
who
your
you are,
mouth,
innit?
before you even
Literally.
open your mouth,
That's
people
the-
see.
The way you, even the way you walk, the way you carry yourself,
Exactly.
even to the way you shake someone's hand.
Exactly.
You-
Facts, eye contact, all of that.
All of that matters, regardless, whatever, no matter how, whether you feel type of way. And I know the society says it's all about your personality, this, that. That's nonsense. That's a
Facts.
lie.
Facts.
That's straight up. That's a lie.
Facts, bro.
That's a lie. Really, and truly, these things matter. It's
Yeah.
human nature. It's human instinct. It's things we can't go around. It's things we can't change. That's the truth. It matters.
100%.
And if you know what I'm saying, you just got to accept that. That's it, and just work right. Just adapt to it. That's all you got to do.
Facts.
No cap.
Especially like for us minorities, innit? Like imagine working in central London, going into like Barclays Bank, and then they already have a stereotype of you already. Let's be real. It's always an equal. Nah, let's be real. They already got probably a negative stereotype of you already, and then you now come in there with tracksuits, speaking slang to the accountant. And like, of course,
I don't think.
they're gonna.
Like if you're speaking slang to the account, you have something wrong with you. Still. You can't be speaking wrong.
Trust me, bro. They're handling your figures, right?
You can't be
talk-
speaking slang to
You
the.
know what I'm saying? But this is an example, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
they're gonna perceive you negatively. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even
Like,
have to
but-
speak slang. Even if you're dressed not in a tracksuit, even if I'm wearing jeans, if you're black, you're gonna be negative.
Someone I used to speak in a certain type of way, to the point where they don't even know how to speak properly, fam. So
Yeah, I
whatever
used to be like,
whatever
so-
settings they find themselves in, they'll
They're
just
still.
chat however they're used to speaking, fam. So they're a bit mad, but yeah.
Yeah, man. To be honest, you should never judge a book by its cover, but you are judged by your cover, innit? So
Regardless, yeah.
the energy you wanna people to give you, make sure you're radiating that yourself.
Yeah. So basically,
And
don't
carry
blame
yourself the right
blame
way.
people for judging you
Facts. But that's
based on their
life, innit?
appearance.
But you know when people say never judge a book by its cover, sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Everyone
say,
does,
like, for
subconsciously.
example, I don't know, say someone had a fat knife or something, or like, he was next to like a patch of grass or something, and they had a fat, like, something sharp. You're like, fuck, this nigga's trying to stab someone or something,
Facts,
innit?
facts.
But you can't be thinking, oh shit, maybe he's kind of grass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me
Nah, it's
You know what I
big
mean?
facts, innit?
Like,
Like,
sometimes you have to take it for face value and just
yeah,
cut.
facts. Like some people say ignorance is bliss, but at the same time, a lot of people have lost their lives from being, ignorant in certain situations. Like there's gonna be sometimes, like Esther, you gotta take it for face value and run, fam, because you might not make it alive to say to test his character, fam. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta use wisdom as well to know who's worth talking to, who isn't, and how to
No
navigate,
cap.
and how to navigate through. You know what I'm
Straight
saying? But yeah, that's the podcast for today. You guys let us know what you think. Should you judge a book by its cover? Do we all do it? Is it right? Is it wrong? Let us know in the comments down below.
Is there
Any other videos wants to? I said any other videos. Hey, check our reaction channel. Link in the description.
Come on.
But any other topics you want us to cover, comment down below as well. Road to 1K. Like, comment, subscribe.
I like that. I like that.
All of that.